Yes, what's good, everybody? Quick shit vid. I'm excited about tomorrow, in a good mood, feeling the vibes. Everton, 3 o'clock. It's going to be a dodgy feed type of day. I don't know whether I'll be going live or not. I'm a bit busy in the morning and then straight after footy, so I might be running around a little bit before and after, but I'll certainly be sitting down to get that dodgy feed out, which sounds like a euphemism, but it's not for now. Just want to quickly touch on Rodrigo because he's coming to a bit of flack off some players, commenters, but some commenters also really backing him, saying that one of his better games, and it definitely was. Involved in every goal, wasn't he? So I actually think him and Bielsa got asked in press conference why he thinks Rodrigo and James sort of link up so well, and he was saying, well, Rodrigo's very good on the ball and James is good at finding space, so he's constantly opening up areas for Rodrigo, which is a nice touch, really. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but if he were to go James up front for the first time, I would say, yeah, fair enough. Like it did work on Wednesday, didn't it? But obviously, I've had my reservations about James up top, but that's not James as a player. I like James, and he puts his heart and soul in, and he really does. And I think he could, if the more clinical he gets, and the better his delivery becomes. I think he could be a proper player for us in the next few years. But yeah, Rodrigo were involved in every goal, so that did work. And it did influence quite a lot. Obviously, his mistake led to their third goal, but we were wide open at that point. So I don't think we should really change the side. Phillips will be back in first week of March apparently, and Firpo is back healthy, but he won't be playing against Everton. They're going to wait well next week for that. Obviously, this is our last. Well, not our last big game. They're all big games, but then we're going to a real tough run. So win this game, and it will pull us well away, and it'll push us away from Everton as well. So it is a 6-pointer really. Everton got battered to Newcastle, didn't they? 3-1 other night. They were shit. They're really bad. But they might be on bounce back. They did beat Brentford in FA Cup, but that's FA Cup, and Brentford have been shit lately, and it's all to go against Newcastle. But we were bad against Newcastle, so. And it's the return of Fat Frank, isn't it? He's the stink that I just can't get rid of. So, a bit of team news on them. They've got that Damari Gray out. I actually like that Damari. Well, I don't like anybody else that don't play for Leeds, but I think he's a decent player, that Damari Gray. They've got Ben Godfrey out, who's a centre back. That Yerry Mina's out. He's a centre back. Fabian Delph's out, which he's a bit part player, isn't he? Really. And then they've signed Van der Beek, haven't they, and Dele Alli. I'm not even remotely concerned about Dele Alli, which could very well be. A stupid thing to say, but yeah, return of Fat Frank. What you're saying? It's a shame it's away really, because it'd be quite funny to get Spygate going back on, wouldn't it, and getting all that resurfacing. Because it is a funny scenario that, and Frank Lampard made himself out to be such a tit. Jim White's been talking about yesterday on TalkSport. We were talking about Radz and whoever the gadget is that owns Aston Villa, and because we're both apparently plotting a big push for Europe next year. So, and he's apparently spoke to Radz about it, Radriani, however you say it. So, because there's a lot of 49ers talk. I don't think 49ers will come in till after next year. So I think Radz will put in as much money as he can this year. And then I think he'll look to offload a few shares next year. I think he'll stick to it to some extent as it is. And then he might, 49ers might invest some money, but I don't know if they'll take any more sort of percentage out at our end of it. So what do you reckon to Radz pushing for Europe next year? I do think that's long term, obviously. That's the goal, but I think Radz is looking to cement us in Europe and then sell us, really. Then get, because then the big money can come in. It's sort of holding his nerve with us, really. And the longer Bielsa's here, I think he believes in Bielsa like the majority of us lot do. Alan Brazil and the numpty Trevor Sinclair, and Alan Brazil gets on my tits a bit, just a drunk, isn't he? But Trevor Sinclair says some dumb shit. But they've both said today that Phillips could be a replacement for Declan Rice, which I spoke about this the other day, and a lot of people commented, total nonsense is that. He's not the replacement for Declan Rice. He won't go to West Ham. There'd be no point. It's a sideways step, really. They're having a good season, but if they were to lose Declan Rice, Antonio's knocking on. Their team can collapse pretty quickly. West Ham always have as well, so But yeah, my comment of the last video, shout out to Jake Martin. who said that Dan James was the dog man of the match, which I keep forgetting to do the dog man of the match. The dog man of the match comes from my impression of Dallas, like hunting everybody down, like, and everybody says that sounds more like a pig, but the whole idea is it's like a deranged dog, you know, after the ball, like, just hunting the ball down. So and that's what the Terminator does, Dallas. So my man dog of the match for the last game was Dan James, and on that I will try and remember each and every game now to do my man dog of the match for Jake Martin. So yeah, tomorrow I'm really hopeful, to be honest. I don't think they're going to pose too much of an issue. I'm hoping we can just overrun them and do Fat Frank's head in from the offset. So I'm going to go 2-0, and I'm going to go Rodrigo and Rafinha to score. If you want to support me, I've got a membership channel. Just click below. It's 99p a month. I appreciate you get a shout out, all that jazz. If you want to support my music, all the links are below. I appreciate everybody that checks my music out. I'm on Spotify, all that stuff. JackCity Music, just type it in anywhere, you will find me. The intro and outro song is mine, yada, 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 yada. Take it easy. I'll see you all on Sunday if I'm not doing a live in a bit.